You see, these international oil and gas reports are very important for our sector. This gives us basic idea of what is happening globally, how the global players are perceiving Indian market, and that gives us an opportunity to look at shaping up our industry the way it is required to cater to the needs of the domestic energy needs. As you know, we are the large, we have to depend on imports to a large extent for both oil and gas. We have been trying to accelerate production in our country also. So we look for technology, we look for service providers who could do that. So a broad understanding of what is happening globally, the prices front, the volatility of prices, the future predictions about the oil and gas scenario, what is going to happen. All this gives us, all these reports are very important and crucial for us, that they help us in shaping our policies and doing our planning for future. You see, the government, since the new government took over 2.5 years back, they have brought in last particularly 1 year or 1.5 years, they have brought in certain reforms, which have been broadly welcomed by the industry, like the new policy on help, which
exactly.
that hydrocarbon exploration and licensing. So, they have been moving from production sharing contract to revenue sharing contracts. Earlier we had a lot of disputes. Working out the costs, etc., was a difficult game, and a lot of arbitrations happened. Both the parties, neither the government was happy nor the producers were happy. So there were disputes. Now this new policy will bring in transparency. It will reduce arbitrations.
Sure.
And as the government says, we want minimum government and maximum governance.
Exactly.
That's the mandate of the government. And these new policies are a shift. And generally, my members from Petroleum Federation, I am, so we have all of our oil and gas companies, our members, they are very happy broadly. We see enthusiasm. And everybody is enthused that now it is the time, when things can happen. And I'm sure the Indian hydrocarbon sector is very upbeat at this point of time. Investors are looking for opportunities, and India is a land of opportunities, in my view, at this point of time. Well, I used to hear other countries, some country has land of opportunities, and Indians always used to look at that. But now I think the whole world is looking at India as a land of opportunity. And that's rightly so. We have a huge market, domestic market ourselves. We are large importers. We are exporters of products in refining sector. We are working towards accelerating our own domestic production of oil and gas. So everybody, whether it's investors, whether it is those who export oil and gas to India in the form of LNG or whatever crude oil, or they are looking at us as a more growing market. The economic growth is the fastest in the world at this point of time, and we are going to be even a bigger player, I can assure the whole world market. And here is a government which is, believing in openness, transparency, reduced bureaucracy, and all those kind of things. So doing business in India is much more easier as was in the past.